Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate you tuning in. Look who it is. Mike Everett is here, the Wayne County Sheriff, and we're going to talk about all kinds of different stuff with Mike. How he's dealing. You aren't having to deal with Corona at all, are you?
Oh, not one time this year.
Not having to deal with that a little bit. We're going to talk about that along with all kinds of other things with Mike here on the course of the show. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV here in Flora on Channel 100, and same story up in Hartville, up in Watson, over in Dietrich, over in West Salem, Albion, Fairfield, Sisney, Jeff, over in Salem on Channel 99. So we do appreciate you tuning in however you're doing it. Let's tell you all what's going on today. What is going on here in the area on Thursday, January 14th. Like I've said, over the past few weeks, months, not a ton going on as the things get canceled. However, I do have something set for this evening. Down in Fairfield, the FFA Alumni Club, they're going to be meeting tonight at the Fairfield Community High School Ag Shop. Annual scholarship. They're going to talk about the annual scholarship fundraiser as well as other FFA events. Face covering and social distancing will be used for members at the meeting. Are you a member of the FFA alumni? Probably not from Fairfield, but
no, I didn't ever take any ag classes, even at Edwards County, where I think that was probably core curriculum.
That's kind of what I figured. It's probably a requirement.
Yeah, but I managed to graduate without having took any of that stuff.
Oh wow! Did your kid take did Parker take it?
My daughter did. Yes, my son did not, but my daughter did take some FFA classes.
Okay, well, you see, I figured that you would probably know all about the FFA alumni and the events that they plan.
Yes. Yep, when I see it on the website.
That makes a ton of sense. So yeah, they're meeting down there tonight at the Fairfield High School at 7:00. What else is going on today? Not, like I said, not a ton of community events. However, January 14th each year celebrates, you'll like this, we'll take a look at that picture, the National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day. Hot pastrami lovers across the country look forward to their favorite sandwich on January 14th as they recognize National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day. Popular delicatessen meat pastrami is usually made from beef. Others make their pastrami sandwich with pork, mutton, or turkey. And before refrigeration, butchers originally created pastrami as a way to preserve meat. To make it, they placed the raw meat in the brine, then they partially dried it and seasoned it with various herbs and spices that will be smoked and steamed. Have you ever, you do a little bit of brining and stuff?
I do, yes.
Have you ever tried to make pastrami or corned beef or something like that?
No, I've never done that.
I'd be kind of interested in how that goes. We messed with a brisket over New Year's, like a big 12-pound beef brisket.
Yeah.
And that would have been something to try to brine and corn and pickle, I guess.
Yeah.
The pastrami comes from Romania. A wave of Romanian Jewish immigrants introduced pastrami into the U.S. in the second half of the 19th century. Early English references use the spelling pastrama with an A at the end rather than the I. New York kosher butcher Sussman Volk earns credit for producing the first pastrami sandwich back in 1887. He claimed to have gotten the recipe from a Romanian friend in exchange for storing his luggage. So there you go. That's how pastrami came around. What else is going on in the world today on January 14th? Well, actually, all month long, and this kind of goes with pastrami. This is National Slow Cooking Month. The National Slow Cooking Month in January encourages folks to make delicious meals as well as maximize your time by using slow cookers. Also known by its brand name Crock-Pot, slow cookers come in a variety of different sizes and styles. Invented back in 1936. by Irving Naxon invented the slow cooker and applied for the patent back in 1936. Slow cooking can do all kinds of different things. You see sweet potato soup there, Vidalia onion sandwich, spicy Parmesan party mix, slow cooked cherry cake can be done in a slow cooker. If you're, it's just one of those fun things to do. If you're new to slow cooking, there's all kinds of recipes that you can find online. Once the cooking starts, don't remove the lid. That's the important thing. You want to keep the pressure on your meal whenever you are slow cooking. The only remove it as needed, because moisture loss will cause your meat to become dry. That makes a lot of sense.
It does make sense.
It makes sense. Also, follow your manufacturer's instructions. Today's slow cookers, by the way, have multiple settings as well as a warm setting for the food after it's finished cooking. So there you go. One other really cool one, and I'm going to show pictures all throughout the day on this one. This is January 14th is National Dress Up Your Pet Day. National Dress Up Your Pet Day this provides a special day to celebrate with your pet and to show off their fashion style. Pets do become part of one's family. Whether you take a visit to the groomer or take a step further and dress up in matching outfits, be sure your pet companion is safe and comfortable. You like this one, don't you?
I've got no words for how much I like it.
I'm asking during the set of the Dress Up Your Pet Day part of the show, did Elvis wear?
No, he didn't have any dress up clothes. No.
He had probably the harness, which would have had a little cover.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could use that, but no, we didn't have any hats or
you didn't dress up
outfits.
Elvis.
No. I'm not sure how amenable he would have been to that.
Elvis was Wayne County's previous drug dog many years ago, and Elvis has gone on to the Rainbow Bridge since then, hasn't?
Yes.
But Elvis never did dress up. Well, I got to tell you what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Over the course of the show, I'm going to show other pictures of all kinds of dogs. They're going to be so cute. You're going to love it. It's going to keep the show. You're going to have a lot of fun. I'll even show pictures of my own dogs.
Oh, okay.
Because my lovely wife likes to dress up. My Great Danes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're all very proud.
I'm sure. Yeah.
We're all terrifically proud. What's going on television? What do you want to see on Wabash TV tonight? NBA basketball doubleheader tonight, 6:30 and 9 o'clock on TNT, channel 633. It's the Rockets at the Spurs. You get to see James Harden try to lose weight as the Houston Rockets take on San Antonio. That'll be followed by Golden State at Denver at 9 o'clock. NCAA men's basketball, ESPN2 tonight has a quadruple header of different games with Stanford at Utah at 4 o'clock, Houston at South Florida at 6, SMU's at Memphis at 8, and then BYU is at St. Mary's at 10. Late night basketball tonight. Also in the Pac-10 on Fox Sports 1, channel 610 at 4 o'clock today. Washington State is at UCLA. San Diego State plays at Utah State on CBS Sports Network. That's on 628. Doubleheader on the ESPNU. That's channel 642. Gardner-Webb at Radford, followed by Morehead State at Eastern Illinois.
Go Panthers.
Go Panthers. Go Panthers, yeah. And that's at 8 o'clock on channel 642. And finally, the game you're going to want to watch. Those are all the preview games. The one you want to see is Pepperdine is at number 1 Gonzaga. And that's at 8 o'clock tonight on ESPN. That is Mike Everett. I am Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this with more on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Mike Everett is here. He's the Wayne County Sheriff, and we're going to he's going to catch us up to date on quite a few things going on in Wayne County and in the state. As Mike has the ear of the legislators and all kinds of that thing. I tell you what, let's do though first. You were supposed to be here last week.
Yes.
You had to make an alteration in your schedule.
Yes,
last week due to the coronavirus pandemic and quarantine and all that kind of business. Mm-hmm. But we've all had to make changes to our schedules. But last week you were making a change for the better. Tell me why you could not be here last week.
I was called kind of last minute by the health department there in Wayne County, and they had me go to somewhere. It's between Carbondale and Murfreesboro, the airport that SIU uses, and that's where I had to go pick up the vaccine for our district to deliver back to our hospital.
So you are part of the distribution system for the coronavirus vaccine.
Correct. Yeah.
Does it go to a hospital first, or are they just bringing it in on the plane, and then people are? I just truly wonder how this works. They bring it on a plane with those really cold refrigerators, or what?
Well, it's actually trucked in. That's the weird thing. Why would
you go to an airport?
That has been my question. But yeah, it's trucked in, and then they have it in these temperature controlled coolers that have cooling systems in them.
Right.
And it has to be between so many degrees.
And really cold.
Really cold, like negative cold.
70,
like under 0 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And by the time it's delivered to the hospital, it can't have gotten above a certain temperature as well. So
because the hospitals have the refrigeration system as well.
Correct. Yeah. So we get there, sign in, we go back outside and wait, and then each district, each county, whoever their representative is, whether it be law enforcement only or law enforcement and health department, we get called in, pick up our allotment, right? Our vials.
How do they figure who's doing the figuring on how many?
I'm not sure who that is.
Everyone gets.
I'm not sure, but I have to, as soon as I leave that airport, I have to call a certain number, let them know I'm in transit, and then as soon as I arrive at the hospital back in Fairfield, I have to call them again and tell them I've arrived.
So you're calling basically the national distribution people. Or
I think
like
I think it's a statewide. At my level, it would be a statewide, some sort of, I don't know if it's IDPH, the Illinois Department of Public Health. I don't know who it is, but I'm calling somebody to let them know where I'm at and what I'm doing.
Why are they requiring, or they're requiring police presence? Apparently.
Correct. Yes.
Why are they requiring police presence?
My only guess, Bruce, would be that they were afraid initially that there might be, I don't know, someone that would want to commandeer that and use it.
Because you don't have a refrigerator in your car that you're going to get it, right?
No, I'm going in a squad car, so I'm just counting on that cooler not getting above so much degrees before I get back to Fairfield.
You turn on the heat in your car?
No, I usually don't much anyway. I ride pretty cool most of the time.
You're not sitting on the heated seat.
No. But I think that's why they had law enforcement present, at least initially, to make sure that there wasn't any deviation of the load. Mm-hmm. But I think at some point they will probably go to where they can just ship it directly to the provider, whether it be a hospital, health department, or something along that line.
Well, it seems now granted, the distribution process right now, without there being a gigantic low amount of vaccines to get out to everybody.
Correct.
It seems like they are being terrifically careful on the first parts of it, but this first batch is dedicated, and you've gone back for more than one, right?
Correct. I've been twice now.
You've been twice. Mm-hmm. How many doses have you brought back? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, I don't.
You just had the box.
I just have the box. That's all I have.
No kidding.
I am the chauffeur. Yep.
Whatever's back there, you don't know.
Nope.
I'll be doggone. Yeah. So, but as a first responder,
correct.
Have you been vaccinated, or do you plan? I mean, it's a choice each person makes.
Correct. I have not, and do not plan to at this point. I've been of the mind, and I've even talked to some folks with various health organizations, whether it be hospitals. I talked to a friend in Kentucky, and only about 30% of the staff at that hospital wanted it, and I think it was about the same at Fairfield the first go around. 35%. So I'm just taking a wait and see attitude with it.
Yeah.
I figured that could be used for someone who might be in more dire straits than I am, as far as health wise.
Well, that's the thing. The first set was for the hospital personnel mainly, as
correct.
as the patients in there that have issues, don't they?
Right. Maybe someone that, maybe more susceptible or vulnerable, or if they did have it, would have symptoms that could be worse than if I did. So I have not done so. And even in my office, I would say it's probably going to be about that 25 or 30% got it when it was available for our group, and I think the police department was pretty similar. One
of the interesting things to me recently was there was some hubbub about some prisoners were getting it before folks, and this was, I guess, proscribed by uppers.
Sure.
Have any of the prisoners in Wayne County Jail gotten it, or has it been delivered that far yet?
No, it has not been delivered that far.
I didn't figure it probably had.
No, that would probably be more obviously state level. Prisoners or federal, maybe. Again, somebody that might be susceptible. And I know they're really working to try and keep this stuff out of the prison system, unsuccessfully a lot of times, but they are trying. So, and it's the same thing that we've done at the local level in our jail, tried to limit the amount of exposure we allow in.
For the last year or
last
10 months, 12 months, you've been having to be more careful than probably ever about this kind of thing.
Correct.
What kind of adjustments were you having to make?
Well, we've had to make adjustments on who we take. Like in Wayne County Court is Zoom only right now. The justice system is, and even the state prison system, they're not accepting people very often right now. And so if those folks are doing that, why would I want to overload my jail with people that I could have for months on end while the court system has slowed down some and while the prison system is slowed? Because I have 3 right now that are sentenced that I can't take.
You can't take to prison?
No. And I've had them for, they've done their quarantine. They've done all the things that they need to do, all the steps that we have to take to send them to Illinois DOC. But I can't take them because they won't accept them. So if I have those people and I keep getting more, if more get sentenced, there's more that I'm still holding on to, yet I still bringing people in all the time. That just overloads our facility and it's not good for business.
Overloads your facility and also makes the opportunity for communicability of the virus that much more.
Exactly, and that's been our main focus, is just trying to keep extremely low level, whether it be traffic or things of that nature.
Yeah.
If somebody has a warrant for no insurance,
something that they hadn't, a nonviolent warrant,
right? Something that's what we would call I just lost the word.
Nonviolent.
Yeah, nonviolent, or a
bench,
a small offense like that, whether it be a traffic offense or anything like that. We've been trying to give them a notice to appear to go to court and not putting them in jail, for them to possibly spread anything inside the jail.
You want to reduce the infections.
Absolutely.
We want to keep the infections down. That's Mike Everett. I'm Bruce Dickey. We're going to come right back. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We're going to talk a little bit more about that, as well as plenty of other stuff here on Big Talk. Back in a second. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Welcome back, folks. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Mike Everett. He is the Wayne County Sheriff. In addition, Mike, being Wayne County Sheriff for the last year, you've also held a prestigious position within the state of Illinois.
Correct.
As the president of the Illinois Sheriff's Association.
Correct.
This must have been the best year ever to be the president of the Sheriff's Association.
It was a complete dumpster fire of the year. I'm telling you.
So you're not running again?
It rotates.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, we've known for 2 years who the president would be next year.
Yeah.
It's on a rotational basis, and next year will be Brian Van Vickle from Ogle County up in Oregon.
Yeah.
And stuff. So. No, I'm excited for Brian to take over because this has been between COVID and legislation and everything else.
COVID legislation, riots throughout the country.
It's been not a fun year, and
been a humdinger.
But the bad part has been I've been the president and had to deal with this stuff, but you've not been able to do any of the perk stuff that goes along with being the president, whether it be the travel,
right,
conferences and retreats that the president goes on. Not been able to do any of that, so it's not been a great year for that. But I've enjoyed it nonetheless.
Well, see, now that's good. What does that entail? As part of that entail, you are one of the legislative liaisons, I
Correct.
guess, for the 104 sheriffs in the county in the state.
Right. I am basically in the discussions and talks.
102.
And,
Is that
102?
Okay.
At the table for all legislative discussions, anything pertinent to the sheriffs of Illinois. Testify before the General Assembly if need be.
Let me ask a question, and I want to get a little bit deeper into that for a second. When you look at the 102 sheriffs, each of them you got counties the size of Johnson County and Wayne County that are terrifically small in numbers of population.
Correct.
But terrifically large in size.
Correct.
Versus a county like Kane County that is terrifically large in population, but not that big,
right,
in size, and Cook County, which is big in both.
Mm-hmm.
Of the 102, how often do you guys agree on things? I mean, you are whenever you're trying to seek a direction
mm-hmm. for
the Illinois State Sheriff's Association to take. Do you poll people? How do you determine what the direction to take on particular?
With today's technology, email is a great thing. So there's a lot of that, but up until 2020, we have conferences and then we have zone meetings. Conferences are 2 to 3 times a year, mm-hmm. where all 102 sheriffs are able to get together. Now, it's not always that. We really, on a good conference, we're running about 85.
Yeah,
so
that's
you're talking
pretty
about
good.
85% of the sheriffs in Illinois, give or take. Well, in the 10 years that I've been doing this, in those conferences, there's rarely dissent in the group when there's a direction sought. It's one of those, hey, we're all together or we're going to do something different. And it's been a great organization when it comes to that, because whether you're the sheriff of Cook or whether you're the sheriff of Wayne, your problems are the same.
Right.
It's just a matter of scope.
Yeah.
Sheriff Dart's budget, I don't even know what it would be.
I suspect it's pretty large.
I suspect it's significantly larger than mine.
And he said, yeah, I suspect it is.
You know, and he may have 10,000 employees, at least. Okay, I have maybe 22 employees.
Right.
But I still have the same problems he has. I have a jail. I have a union to deal with, which that's not normally an issue for me, but still, you've got you've got a county board to deal with. Sometimes that's an issue, sometimes it's not. So it's the same problems, it's just a matter of scope. So when you get all of those 85 sheriffs together, or 80 sheriffs, everybody understands what we're talking about because everybody has the same problems.
Right.
Big picture. Obviously, crime is going to be different in Cook,
Yeah.
or Kane, or Will, or St. Clair, or some of those larger metropolitan areas than it is here. But we still share the same issues as a group, budget-wise and manpower and all those things. So it's really oddly a cohesive group when it comes to those things.
This is pretty cool. I mean, I having been a part of lobbying associations before, the Sheriff's Association is one that is, how do I put this? It's listened to a little bit more than probably a lot of them.
It's
powerful.
It is a very, very powerful organization. And I want to say this, shameless plug for the association. It's only powerful because the citizens and the people in the state support the Sheriff's Association. Right. They support their local sheriff, and they support that association, which allows us to fight for not only them, but for law enforcement in the state and for the things that we want to see happen.
That's one other thing that when you look at what the Sheriff's Association does, you do scholarships and
sure.
and there are all kinds of do all kinds of good for the communities, but in Congress, or in complementing basically with the Illinois the municipal associations as well, and the other, and for that matter the state police, you guys form a pretty good hefty block, don't you?
We do, especially this year with legislation that has gone on. We have formed a coalition, a law enforcement coalition involving the Sheriffs of Illinois, or the Illinois Sheriff's Association, the Illinois Association of Chiefs of Police, the Fraternal Order of Police, which is a union that represents law enforcement across the state, and also Lodge 7, the Chicago FOP Lodge, which it's its own standalone entity with lobbyists and attorneys and everything else because it's so large. And
you've got all that set agreeing with each other.
It's been an amazing year.
That is amazing to me.
When you have labor, and management in a room, talking and agreeing and working together, it has been the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Well, that's outstanding. I tell you what, let's do. Let's take another quick break. We're going to come back and talk about what they're agreeing on, because right now stuff's in front of the floor, isn't it? Yeah. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I've got Mike Everett here back in a second.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Welcome back, folks. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Mike Everett is here. He is the Wayne County Sheriff, and we are talking about a wide variety of stuff. We were just discussing the Illinois Sheriff's Association and its coalition with several other important groups, and there is some legislation right now going on. Tell me a little bit about what you're dealing with today.
What we're dealing with right now is House Bill 3653. And what it basically does is changes the police landscape as we know it in Illinois. With the things that they're trying to do in the use of force, things that they're trying to do with abolishing cash bail, lots of unfunded mandates as far as training that, who knows if you're going to be able to even get the training,
right.
But they're going to mandate that you have it with no funding mandates or no funding apparatus or mechanism for counties or municipalities to get this training to give to their people. There's so many things. It's a 741-page bill that dropped in the Senate this morning at 3:51 in the morning, a 751-page bill, and they voted on it in its entirety at 4:49 this morning.
You wouldn't have time to read. That's like an hour and a half.
To digest, they had just under an hour.
I guess 3:51 to 4:49.
Yeah, just under an hour to digest and know what's in a 741-page bill, to know whether it's right, and to know what kind of attack it is on law enforcement.
Okay, so now we're filming this show. We're videoing the show on Wednesday, recording the show on Wednesday. So we'll know this by the time this airs what happens because Thursday is the opening day of session, right?
Right. And in this bill is House Bill 841, which is something that Attorney General Kwame Raoul put forth, and it's on certification and decertification of police officers, a reform bill. But this coalition with the FOP, the chiefs, and the sheriffs have worked closely with the Attorney General, and he has been fantastic in hearing our concerns, implementing our concerns, and making that one a bill that can be done. Now, the 107,000 plus signatures that are on a petition to quash House Bill 163, which then got moved into 3653, we have had zero input or very little input on it at best, and they're trying to push it down our throats. I want to commend the Attorney General for working with us as a coalition and working with law enforcement, trying to get a bill that works for some reform, for some modernization of our profession, which is needed. But not House Bill 163 or 3653, however you want to say it. That one cripples. It could do things to cripple communities. It makes our communities less safe because officers in their use of force, just as an example, I was talking with our executive director this morning at the ISA. Escape has always been, that's a forcible felony, and that is deadly force.
Right.
Not anymore. Just had to
let them go.
Let them go because you can't fire on them. So the escapes in White County, if someone escaped the Wayne County Jail, it was somebody who was a violent offender who we thought could be harm to our community. We had to just let them go and hope we catch them again.
This seems all kind of a lot to be thrown right at the end of the session.
Well, what they're trying to do, they've got a 5-day lame duck session. And,
Right.
and for those of you who don't know, and I wasn't sure I understood what lame duck was,
Right.
but these are the folks that are either going out of
Yeah.
office
Yeah.
or moving from House to Senate like our Representative Bailey.
Right.
These are the 5 days of session that they are in there together until the new General Assembly gets sworn in tomorrow.
Okay.
I believe it's tomorrow.
I think so.
So they're trying to push this through lame duck, because if they wait till the spring session, then you've got testimonies and committees and all the things that this would have to go through to get to this point. But at lame duck, it's an expedited process and they can get this pushed through, which to me was inappropriate with a bill this large.
A bill this all encompassing.
Exactly. When you're talking about police reform in the state of Illinois,
It's necessary.
it
you
is.
know that. Yeah.
Yes, police reform is necessary. I understand that. Modernization of our profession is
Certainly.
necessary. But I want to thank the 107,000 people in this state and people of our communities who have rose up, supported, signed a witness slip, been on Facebook, been on all the social media, supporting their local law enforcement because they know what it means to their community.
Sure.
If the bill had passed as it was originally written, I think you would have probably seen a 30 to 40% immediate drop in law enforcement personnel in
Just
the
due to
next
funding, probably.
month and a half. No, because it would have eliminated qualified immunity for officers.
Oh.
That got taken out of the bill, so the nuclear option is no longer on the table, because in all honesty, I probably would have had to have left.
Yeah.
I would have had to have left my badge on the desk and say,
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Folks need they need an assurance that they're not going to be liable for. It's a liability insurance, isn't it?
Exactly, it is. And I don't want to get too deep in the
No,
weeds
we're
on
not-
qualified immunity, but what this bill still does is it creates issues in the judicial system. It creates issues for law enforcement officers, making them have to have more information in those split-second decisions
Yeah.
than we already have to have.
Yeah.
You're talking about warnings before any deadly force. You're talking about all these things, which on the surface of it sounds, well, they should give a warning before they fire their weapon. That's great, but if it's a split-second decision and it's your life on the line versus theirs,
Or versus somebody else.
or versus a loved one versus
a bystander.
a victim
Yeah.
of the crime, how much information are you going to be able to process in that amount of time? And
You know,
think,
you mentioned that, and I have taken those. I've done those tests.
Right.
I have taken those where you have the simulation,
sure, like the FATS machine.
the fast machine, and there's not much time,
No.
and I did not pass. It's a difficult test. It's a
is.
tremendously difficult job. So, I mean, trying to shove something like this through seems a little bit misguided.
It is. I believe so. It's something that's coming out of some of our larger communities in Illinois, and I'll just
Yeah.
leave it at that, or the largest community
Yeah.
in Illinois. And, it's seen a huge, it's been opposed by the Illinois State's Attorneys Association. It's been opposed by the sheriffs, the chiefs, the FOP. Numerous organizations have come out and opposed this openly and adamantly.
Yeah.
And yet they still feel like it's their mandate to push this through in a lame duck instead of giving it the proper
Light of day.
the proper vetting that it should have in the spring session.
That's Mike Everett. I'm Bruce Dickey. We're going to talk. It's going to be story time. You got any restaurant recommendations today?
I'm not sure.
You haven't been able to get out.
I haven't been able to do much.
Story time coming up. We're going
All
to
right.
tell stories, all right?
Yeah.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Cash TV. Back after this. When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free shopping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Mike Everett is here. He is the Wayne County Sheriff, and we've been talking all about a bunch of different things, how the Sheriff's Department in Wayne County is dealing with the COVID and dealing with the vaccines coming in, and that is something that is rolling now. It'd be nice to for you to have to go down there all the time and get vaccines.
Yeah, it would be great if I had a whole.
If you had a whole gigantic slew,
a whole Tahoe load of it. Yeah, that would be great.
How big is the cooler you were bringing back, by the way?
Oh, it's probably, I'd say, 2 foot by 2 foot cube.
Same size cooler both times?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so
I think there were different amounts of doses in there each time, but it's about the same. It's a box probably that big cube.
Okay, well, I said story time's coming up. Your brother is the preacher down at Crossroads Church, right?
Yes, the Roads.
The Roads, yes. Down there in Norris City.
Yes.
And he was he would be the only person I know personally, I guess, who went to the rally in Washington, D.C. last week.
Yes, he did.
I have so many questions, but he's not here.
Right.
So my questions for you are: can you secondhand tell me some? I'm talking about Chad Everett. How was? Did he stay there? Did he go to hotels?
He had a hotel on the other side of the river,
Virginia side.
The Virginia side. Yeah, he said there was no way he could get. He said there were rooms available in D.C. proper, but
hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, lots of money. Yeah. And I think he said he traveled on foot 9 miles the day.
He probably had a little pedometer going or something.
Right.
Or a Fitbit.
Yeah, I had his Apple Watch thing going. And I think he did 9 miles that day, and that would have been on, was it the Wednesday?
That was Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes.
So he stayed in Virginia, went across the river,
Right.
or did he was able to hop a bus, or did he go over on his own?
He had a rental car and went over on his own. Tuesday was, he said, uneventful, great. He went to some, obviously with being a pastor down there at the roads, he was there with some friends of his who were speakers at some of the rallies that were there, some of the Christian religious rallies. So we went to hear them speak, and obviously Tuesday was pretty uneventful.
Yeah.
Had a great time. He said lots of people. He said it was really good.
Then on Wednesday,
yes.
he gets there. He goes to the rally,
Correct.
to the Trump rally. How close was he able to get to Mr. Trump?
He didn't say how close, but he could see him enough to where he could see him speaking. I mean, it wasn't one of those, nosebleed sections of, a stadium kind of thing.
See, that was the surprising thing to me whenever I was, because I watched part of it on, I watched Mr. Trump's, the president's speech, and there was never a view of the entire rally.
Right.
The shots that I saw were just like of 5 or 6 people deep or something like
Right.
that. But then you see the shot. So I thought whenever, and I left, and then when I came back, I was heading back to the office, and I heard that there was a crowd at the Capitol. I thought, well, if that crowd that I saw at the rally went to the Capitol, that's not much of a crowd, because the Capitol, you've been there.
Yeah.
It's gigantic.
Yes.
It is a big, big building. And then I got here and watched TV, turned on TV, and there was big building with all kinds of people all over that big building. There were a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, how many people were there?
He didn't say at the time, and when I talked to him, he was sitting in LaGuardia waiting for his connecting flight back to St. Louis. And
where did he fly to, by the way? Into Washington or
he
Dallas?
flew into Washington.
Okay.
And so I think Ronald Reagan, is that right?
Okay, Reagan's Washington.
Yeah. And so anyway, he said, and Chad's size. I mean, Chad's
bigger than you.
Oh yeah, Chad's 6'8" and about 270.
Yeah, Chad's a large fellow.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
And he said, Mike, I can see over pretty much everything and everybody. And he said, I've never seen that many people in one place, and there were people as far as I could see in every direction.
Wow.
He said it was literally shoulder to shoulder, front to back, couldn't move, packed for that rally.
Okay, so give me the rally. Yeah, so the chronology goes. You're at the rally, and the rally ends after the president speaks.
Right.
And that's when the whole wave of people start heading down to the Capitol, which is from the White House about a mile and a half.
So he said they split into 2 groups. He said one group went one way and one group went the other way. He said, I didn't know which direction to go because I couldn't see anything as far as, obviously long term, where are we headed?
Yeah.
So he said, I went with group B. He said, I should have followed group A because they got there faster.
They went on the other side.
Yeah.
There's a big pool in the middle.
Yeah.
You have to go on one side or the other.
So, and then he was at the Capitol steps when some of the nonsense started.
Was he really? He didn't go inside.
No.
Chad, you're a lot smarter than that.
Yeah.
Chad, I'm glad to hear that Chad is as smart as I think he is.
Yeah. He was wise enough to stay outside, as did obviously the mass majority.
98% of the people there.
Right.
Because there were, of all the people that were outside, if they were inside, it would have been.
Yeah. It would have
been worse than it was.
Yes, correct.
Was he able to stay there all afternoon, or did he finally think this is coming to no good?
Right. I think at some point he
Did he get maced? Did he?
No, but he was in an area where there was pepper spray going off, and so I don't think it directly, kind of maybe indirectly affected him, but no, not.
Yeah. Oh, that's just fascinating. What's his impression? Was he glad he went?
I think so. Yes. I think he was glad he went. I think for the purpose that he went, he's glad he went. But beyond that, I think it was a learning experience, probably more than anything, so he had nothing but good things to say. I mean, obviously there were problems with some folks that were there, but he said the vast majority he said hundreds of thousands. He said there had to be hundreds of thousands. He said of that, it was upbeat, peaceful, singing, especially on Tuesday. He said a lot of that carried over into Trump's rally on Wednesday. He said it was mostly good.
Well, that's fascinating to me. I mean, because that's basically a part of history.
Right, it is, absolutely.
Who's his favorite speaker at the thing other than Trump, I guess? Trump went a long time. I was waiting for him to stop because, I mean, when he gets going, he just starts talking about different things.
Yeah. He didn't say. Again, he had some friends, and he was on stage with a couple of his friends at one of the rallies on Tuesday, just basically praying for the nation, praying for the president, and everything that's going on right now.
I'll be doggone. Well, I'm glad he's back safely.
Me too.
That's for sure. He would do it again, you think?
I think so, yes.
I'll be doggone. Would you have gone?
Had I known he was going...
Well, you were busy last week. You were delivering vaccines.
I've been busy, but had I known he was going, I probably would have went with him.
Well, you would have. See, that's the thing. You would have been able to found a good restaurant in Washington D.C. to give for the show.
Yeah, I'll work on that and I'll definitely have one for next time for sure.
Oh, that's all right. Next time we'll hopefully all be out of this and have a chance to be.
That would be
around.
Fantastic.
That will be fantastic. When's your last day as the state president?
The 10th of February. The 11th is the gavel switching.
Oh, you've been looking forward to that a little bit?
Yeah, with all this legislative stuff. Yeah, it has been. Yeah. Again, dumpster fire with no sunshine. I'm ready for somebody else to have the headache.
Wow.
But along with that, the immediate past president also is at the table for a lot of this stuff anyway. So I've got another year of it, so it'll be all right.
Well, that's good. That's good. While we have just a minute, you're still accepting. You're still accepting the drug take back, aren't you?
Absolutely, every day, 24 hours a day. You can bring your.
Do you get some all the time, or do you just get it whenever you have the great big push in April?
Bruce, it's really amazing to me how great people are about bringing in their unused and expired prescriptions. That box fills up faster than you would ever imagine.
I am shocked by that. I'm really kind of surprised.
I've probably got 300 pounds of drugs right now that are ready to go to be incinerated.
300 pounds from Wayne County?
Yes.
That seems like a lot.
It is a lot. It is.
That seems like a ton.
Yeah, and I'll go and I clean it out.
15% of a ton.
Put it in boxes and set it in our evidence cage, marked ready to go. So it's a lot.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have unused prescription drugs, say your prescription has changed, or somebody's passed away.
Absolutely.
There's always drugs in that. By golly, dispose of them safely.
Exactly.
That's the thing. The safest disposal is best. Hey, I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming up here. That's really good. Great story. I tell you what, I'm glad he's safe and sound.
Yes, me too.
That is Wayne County Sheriff Mike Everett. I am Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and congratulations on completing your term almost.
Thank you.
See you all next time. Have a great day.